This video is going absolutely viral.
What are you doing? You're hurting me! You're hurting me! You just take me! You just
The overall theme of the video might point to a broader issue within the trans movement. Now, in this video, a transgender lawyer has a client that failed to show up for their court hearing, and things get a bit rambunctious after being told that she is going to be held in direct contempt of court. With no further intro, let's react to this trans crash out.
I don't think there's any need in going forward today.
We were back to the issue at hand, which was you asked me to not provide testimony on behalf of my client. You asked me what paragraph it was. I pointed you to the exact paragraph.
Stop.
It's her education.
Stop.
Stop because you don't want to hear what the argument is.
Y'all, this is a judge that did not come to play with this woman's nonsense. She is out here taking names and laying down the law. Honestly, mad respect to this judge for dealing with things the way that she did.
Stop. You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
wipe that smirk off.
I don't have a
your face.
smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you
I do not.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. There was a pause. There was a break.
You would think after being literally screamed at by the judge to stop, that's what you would do.
Stop.
But unfortunately, it doesn't end here.
I wasn't done with my argument.
And I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again.
And she wasn't done with her statement. I wonder if at any point this person stopped to consider, maybe continuing to interrupt the judge to get my point across isn't going to be my best idea.
Do not throw your...
I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not true, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down.
Oh my god, so embarrassing. I did deliberately throw my things on the desk because you're being a meanie, but it fell over, and your eyes in this camera are lying. It's like this person sounds more childish the further they explain themselves.
Settle down.
I'm not upset and I'm not arguing. You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Throws items and yells at the judge. How dare you imply that I'm angry and red in the face right now?
How dare you?
I guess you could say this man is the queen of gaslighting.
What we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through.
Ma'am, who are you arguing for? Your client that never showed up? A truly captivating case I'm sure you could make in your favor.
This
On
is
an
a panic
objection.
button that will get every available deputy in
Yes,
front of
ma'am.
Tom
I'm
County.
aware. It's happened to
You're
me before.
interrupting. It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with court.
I guess so.
Okay.
Wow, the lawyer that behaves like this in court has had this happen before? Why am I not surprised?
Guess so.
Okay. If I push that
Or maybe
button-
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
And the victim card, the trans movement's favorite card.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not that you do.
She literally just said she doesn't know what you are, and honestly, it doesn't seem like she cares. But this person almost needs the judge to be anti-trans, because if she isn't, then they're just acting a fool with nobody to blame but themselves.
So we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out and it gets processed.
I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available telephonically, and we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am.
today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing her
Objection, you
children
were
from
saying
another
that's
court.
not true. And you're ready
You
to
will find, sir, that
Don't
you
come
cannot
at me and
speak over me.
or shout at me.
I'm not putting down there.
No, we're stopping.
You could have just let the guy finish what he was saying when you weren't speaking, and you could have had your client on the phone and proceeded with your hearing. But of course, instead what we get is this situation where you've made a fool of yourself, and you're only contributing to its further escalation.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing it for a
sir.
long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
back.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
See, that's a G right there. He knows the citizens of this county deserve better than this. Give this man a raise.
Get out of my face. Get out of my
These
face.
people are my friends and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
Yeah.
I put your name back.
Why?
Why? Maybe it's because you are causing a very obvious disturbance.
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
He shouted at me. No, I'm not being, you did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not
Judge,
doing
I
my stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person.
This woman is a G2. Give her her flowers. There are so many G's at work here, and it honestly gives me hope for society. I want to thank the judge, this lawyer's opponent, the woman behind the desk, the security officers. You are all such a shining light to civil societies everywhere.
The screaming and the yelling in court, I've never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over this?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's happening.
I'm not resisting, as your hands remain in front of your body. God help us.
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just settle down, walk that way.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
So, are you still not resisting, or?
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're resisting me.
Well, maybe if you had followed this instruction,
Put your hands behind your back.
they wouldn't be hurting you. Basic common sense.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind
I
your back.
cannot breathe.
She really does want to be George Floyd so bad, doesn't she? Maybe screaming even harder will make the situation better.
Help! Somebody call 911! Please! 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 Please!
Legs are secure.
Ow! 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 Somebody call 911! I don't get a female officer now! Get a female officer now! Get a female officer now!
There aren't any.
A female officer? I thought you were a transgender attorney. And trans men are men, right?
I can't get up, I can't see!
That is so lame.
He just threw my glasses! I can't see!
I can't get up, I can't see is probably the lamest excuse I've ever heard. Blind people can stand up.
I can't see! Give me my glasses! Put them on my face!
No.
Put them on my face, I cannot see!
But did you catch the theme of the video? A trans person acts crazy and then plays the trans card when they're called out on their bad behavior. We see this time after time after time. And honestly, as someone who is trans, I'm sick of it. Trans people need to understand that you are not owed anything by this world. And there are going to be times where your client just doesn't show up for their case, but you'll have to handle it with grace anyway. And that's all I have to say about that. If you liked that video as much as I did, consider subscribing and letting me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one.